Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 9th update since the start of the general elections. We are now in the final stretch of the electoral process. And as you have seen on the dedicated electoral results portals, the results have been streaming in from the polling centers throughout the night and the entire part of this first part of the day. The Commission is committed to ensuring that we deliver our mandate as entrusted to us by the people of Kenya. We welcome preliminary statements issued by various observer groups, including ELOC, the East African Community, the Carter Foundation, the National Democratic Institute, IGAD, the African Union, COMESA, and the European Union, which all conclude that the electoral process has been peaceful, free, and fair. We wish to assure all Kenyans that we will continue to maintain this level of transparency during the last parts of this electoral process. Let me take this opportunity to commend the members of the public for taking it upon themselves to download the Form 34As from our website and confirming that you are indeed receiving the correct results. Indeed, this participating democracy is a pillar of our electoral management strategy, and I'm informed that more than 300,000 people have downloaded the result from the website. In the spirit of enhancing transparency and ensuring a free, credible, and fair election, we started making the forms available from yesterday. And we have so far received 29,499 Form 34As and uploaded them to the public portal. 1,032 out of the 40,883 polling stations are yet to report their results. We have a team of over 50 call center assistants who are working around the clock to get the details from the various stations. On the results forms number 34B, as at 2 p.m. This afternoon, a few minutes ago, we have received 117 Form 34Bs out of the expected 290. This list will be projected and you will be able to see which constituencies have submitted Form 34Bs. We wish to remind you that Forms 34B are a collation of all the Form 34As from polling stations in a constituency. Please note that these forms will inform the final results that will be announced at the end of the tallying process. The announcement is done at the constituencies, and what we are doing here is to validate the same and come up with the final results for the presidential candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to assure you that we have done our best as IEBC to ensure that the election is free for every voter, fair to every candidate, and credible for all the stakeholders, and most importantly, the Kenyan people. We are working hard to ensure that we get the final results within the shortest time possible. We expect that all the presidential results from returning officers will reach the National Tallying Center by 12 p.m. tomorrow, that is the 11th of August. In conclusion, we commend all Kenyans for their patience they have shown so far as we finalize the process of tallying and collation of results. We urge all parties to continue to exercise restraint, especially at this critical moment. The Commission is available to address any concerns that stakeholders may have related to the results management process. We urge all leaders to avoid making statements that may cause tension among Kenyans. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was negotiating for time. We shall take 3 questions.
Of the 117 34Bs, how many have been verified? Are there any discrepancies with what you have been streaming?
Yes, next.
My name is Nicholas Levey from CAS TV. You have reported that 1032 polling stations are yet to give their results. My question is, during delivering of the ballot papers, you did it swiftly. What could have happened that at this time, 3 days after casting votes, even the results are yet to come from the polling station? Is it that there is a problem with your staff POs who are down there in the polling station, that they have not worked enough so that the results we have at this day?
Duncan from Reuters. We've seen a huge number of rejected votes. Can you just give us a comment on what is happening around there? And also, just to reiterate the question that has been asked, have you found any discrepancies between the Form 34s and the numbers that have been posted on your website?
My name is Ansoy from the BBC. Do you have an idea when you're likely to announce the result of the presidential poll? And secondly, there have been contradictory remarks made about the allegations about hacking into your systems. Yesterday we heard that there was no attempt to hack into your systems. Then later another commissioner was quoted saying that there was an attempt that was unsuccessful. What is the clear picture?
And my name is O'Brien, and I work with the KBC.
Okay. I said 3 questions. Now we are doing 8.
All right, we can do the 9th one.
Okay, just 1 question, please.
Yeah. I basically want to find out. I understand that the Form 34B were filled yesterday morning. I'd want to find out that it is also my understanding that IEBC has dispatched 2 choppers, to try and deal with transport challenges in far-flung areas. I want to find out why has it taken place time for them to be delivered, and from your timelines, when do you expect them to be delivered here?
Okay. Mr. Chairman? Okay, I will ask the chairman to talk about polling stations that have not reported and what could be the reason for that.
I think you should give you one.
Okay, I can.
I can. Which one?
Yeah, this one.
Polling stations?
Yeah. What will have happened? The results are yet to come in from this.
I think on the issue of polling stations, I think the CEO, you give the statistics, you're better placed. Let me talk about the issue of announcement of results. We have called on all the returning officers to ensure that Form 34Bs are with us. Latest tomorrow, 11th, by 12 noon. Immediately we get those forms, we shall validate them, and we shall tell Kenyans who their next president and the results of the presidential elections are. So that will be done as soon as we get all the forms. The commission will go ahead to validate and make the announcements soon thereafter. So, but first we must get all the forms and do the validation. There are other questions, I think, on how many have been verified. I think the technical team will deal with that. My commissioners have been down here working with the teams. The issue on hacking. The commission has made the report, they responded to the claims by NASA, and that has been sent out to the media and the public. The preliminary report shows that no hacking indeed. Hacking was attempted but did not succeed. And so that's the position. The report is ready, available, and the media can have copies of that particular report. I'll leave the CEO to proceed with the other question.
Chairman, thank you very much. In terms of how many forms have been verified, what is happening is that we have a computer here where we are receiving those scanned from 34Bs. And as we said, 117 have been received so far. So the process that follows is for us to print them out. I think there are about 10 copies being printed out, then shared with the party agents that are in the next table. So they'll go through it, and on our end, we also go through it, then we'll send them to the respective cluster where they're supposed to be handled. And after that, we take it to the validation team. Is until we get to that particular point that we can say, yeah, they've been verified and completed. So the process is still going on. And most of the forms came in from this morning. More than, I think, by last night we had 41. So today we're talking about 117. So that means most of them came in today. So that process is going on, and at the right time I think we should be able to clarify. With regards to variances, is again, until the report gets to that particular desk, that we can say, yeah, there's some variances or no variances. But I don't think that should worry us much because there's a process that is in place, which includes the returning officer undertaking an almost similar process like this one at the constituency before they sign off that particular form to forward it to the commission. So at the end of the day, I think when all these reports are compiled, we should be able to share with the public for everyone's comfort. There was a question about rejected votes and why that number. That is about 2%, isn't it, of the 14.8 million votes so far. We can say we have not done a deep analysis to understand why there's that number. We cannot also say whether it's a wrong number or, but we are clear that at this point, that's the information we have. And the only way to verify now is you have to take the Form 34A to do a further analysis, polling station by polling station, to see if there's any inconsistencies between what we see on the screen and what is in the Form 34A. I think those were the questions. Okay. Another? Sorry? The next briefing. Okay. We're supposed to get into another meeting right away, and we see you in 2 hours' time. Thank you very much.